Hello, welcome students. Today we are going to study about special number. That means a number like 145 in which the factorial of each number when added to each other should give special number. Now before we start with special number, we should be very much aware of how to calculate factorial of a number. So first of all, let's look at the logic of calculating factorial. What is factorial? When you get in your question paper 5 exclamation, exclamation means factorial, which is equal to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 is equal to 120. This means if 5 is given to you, you have to keep on decreasing till it reaches to 1 and multiply each of the factors in order to get a final product. So let's see how to make the program on factorial. Suppose we have taken n as a number from the user. So we will keep here int f is equal to 1. Right? Now, what we have to use in the while logic, while n greater than 0. While n greater than 0 means we have to keep on decreasing 5 till it becomes 0. When it becomes 0, it should stop. Here we are writing f is equal to f into n minus minus. What this logic is doing, let's see. We have got suppose n as 5 here. Let's make a table also to understand. This is n and this is f. N is suppose 5 and f is 1. While 5 is greater than 0, f is how much? 1. 1 into 5 will give you how much? 5, which will be stored in f. So 5 into 1 will give you 5 as a product, which will be stored in f. So the value of f has changed. N minus minus will become how much? 4. 4 is greater than 0. F is how much? It is 5. And n has become 4. So 5 into 4. 5 into 4 will give you 20, which will be stored in f itself. N minus minus n, which was 4, will become 3. 3 is greater than 0, right? F is how much? 20. N is how much? 3. 20 into 3 will give you how much? 60, which will be stored in f again. Then n minus minus will become 2. 2 is greater than 0 is a true condition. F is how much? 60. N is how much? 2. 60 into 2 will give you how much? 120. N minus minus will become 1. 1 is greater than 0. F is how much? 120. N is how much? 1. 120 into 1 will give you 120. N minus minus n will become 0. 0 is greater than 0 is a false condition. So final answer which is present in f is 120, which we can print with system.out.println. This is one logic that we are using. There is another logic also to calculate factorial. Why I am showing you factorial? Because in special number we need the loop for factorial also. So let's see the other logic also. In this case we will keep one variable I as 1. And we will say while I is less than equal to n. That means we are going to work in reverse order. I is 1. We will do what? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 to give you 120. So we will not destroy n here. We will keep on incrementing the value of I here. We write here f is equal to f into I. is 1, I is 1. While 1 is less than equal to 5. What is the value of n? Suppose we are taking 5. 1 is less than equal to 5. F is how much? 1. I is how much? 1. 1 into 1 is going to give you 1, which will be stored in F. So the value of F is 1. Then I plus plus will increment I by 1 and it will become 2. So the value of I becomes 2. 2 is less than equal to 5. F is how much? 1. I is how much? 2. 1 into 2 is how much? 2, which is stored in F. I plus plus I will become how much? 3. 3 is less than equal to n. F is how much? 2. I is how much? 3. 3 into 2 will give you how much? 6 stored in F. I plus plus I will become 4. 4 is less than equal to 5. F is how much? 6. I is how much? 4. 6 into 4, 24. I plus plus I will become 5. 5 is less than equal to 5. F is how much? 24. And I is how much? 5. 24 into 5 will give you 120. I will increase and it will become 6. 6 is less than equal to 5 is a false condition. So we are getting a final answer as 120 again. So these two logics are most important in factorial. You can use any of these logics to calculate factorial. Now we'll move towards the special number program. So now let's look at the logic of a special number, which is 145 is equal to 1 factorial plus 4 factorial plus 5 factorial is equal to 145. That means again we are seeing here the symbols of exclamation. So we need the loop of factorial. So let's see how we carry on with the program. Here we are going to take n is equal to sc dot next int. Then we need some variables like s is equal to 0 to find the sum of digits, r for taking out one digit at a time from the number, y which is going to keep a copy of n, and f for calculating factorial. Okay, now we are going to do what we have to extract one digit at a time while n greater than 0. Why we are keeping this condition? Because we have to extract each and every digit of 145 till all the digits are separate. So till the number becomes 0, we have to keep on extracting. Then r is equal to n mod 10. F is equal to 1. Again a while loop is used here. While r is greater than 0, f is equal to f into r minus minus. Sum is equal to sum plus f, and m is equal to m divided by 10. Now you are seeing there is a while loop which is present within the outer while. What's this about? While n greater than 0 will extract one digit from your number. Like this is n, this is r, this is f, and this is s. 145 when we divide by 10, 10 14s are 140 will give you 5 as a remainder. So the value of r that we are getting here is 5. What was the original value of n? 145. S was 0. These both were nothing. Presently when we divided n by 10, we got 5 as a remainder, which was stored in r. After taking the remainder, I have initialized f with 1, which is for calculating the factorial, as we had seen a little while ago. So f will be 1. Now while r greater than 0, that means while 5 is greater than 0, and we have seen the working previously also, 5 into 1 will become 5, r minus minus r will become 4, this is f, this is r, this is 1, this is 5, 1 into 5 will give you 5, r will decrease, it will become 4, then 4 into 5, f into r will become 20, r minus minus r will become 3, 3 is greater than 0, f is how much? 20, r is how much? 3, 60, then r minus minus, say r will become how much? 2, f is how much? 60, r is how much? 2, 120, r will become 1, 120 into 1 is 120, r minus minus, say ultimately r will become 0. So this is the same loop of factorial as we had done a little while ago, but this time we are working on r. So the final value that has come in f is 120, which will be added to s. What is the final value of f that we have got is 120. So 0 plus 120 will give you 120 in s. Now n is equal to n divided by 10. We'll take this quotient. What is the quotient over here? 14. So the value of n has decreased. It has become 14. Taking 14, it will go back here. In the outer loop, 14 is greater than 0. Now अब 14 को you are going to divide by 10. 10 ones are 10, and you get here 4 as a remainder. So the value of r has become 4. F will be re-initialized to 1. The value of r that I have got here is 4, and f will be re-initialized to 1. Then again we are going to multiply here. Okay. So the value of f is how much? It is 1, and the value of r is 4. So 4 into 1 is how much? 4. R will decrease 3. Then 3 into 4 is how much? R will decrease, it will become 3. 3 into 4 is how much? 12. R will decrease, it will become 2. 2 is greater than 0. 12 into 2 is how much? 24. R will decrease, it will become 1. 1 into 24 will become 24. Then r will decrease, it will become 0, 0 greater than 0 is a false condition. So the value of f that we have got here is 24. S was how much initially? 120. And we have got here the value of f as 24, which will be added to 120. 120 plus 24 will give you 144. N is equal to n divided by 10. Will go and take the quotient, which is 1. 1 is greater than 0. Yes, 1 mod 10. Does 1 come in the table of 10? No. So 1 is the remainder. The number which doesn't come in the table of 10 becomes the remainder. So r is 1, f is 1 again, re-initialized to 1. 1 is greater than 0, f is 1, r is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. R becomes 0, 0 greater than 0 is a false condition. So the value of f is now 1. S was having how much? It was having 144. Okay, so this one which has come in the factorial will be added to 144, which is 145. So now we have got here 145, and n is equal to n divided by 10. Will go and catch the quotient. Do we have any quotient here? No, it is 0. So the value of n has become 0, and your loop finishes. So at the end of the program, we are going to check if s is equal to y. Because n has become 0, its copy already is present with y. Where we can check if s is equal to y, so we can print it as a special number. Let's relook at the logic. When we were given a number 145 and we are asked to calculate the factorial of each digit, 1 factorial, 4 factorial, 5 factorial, to get the answer as 145. After taking the number from the user, S is 0, initialized to 0, R for the remainder, Y will take the copy of N so that it helps in checking at the end, F for factorial. While n greater than 0 is used for what purpose? Because we will be extracting each and every digit till all the digits are removed from the number. So the number finally becomes 0. R is equal to n mod 10. We'll first of all divide 145 by 10. 10 14s are 140, you get 5 as a remainder. So the value of R presently is 5. F is initialized to 1. While R greater than 0, F is equal to F into R. R minus minus is the factorial logic which we saw a little while ago, in which the factorial of 5 calculated will be 120. This calculated factorial will be added to S plus F. So 0 plus 120 will give you 120. Then n is equal to n divided by 10. We'll take the portion which is 14 here. Now the value of n has decreased, it has become 14. 14 is greater than 0, 14 mod 10. When 14 was being divided by 10, so 10 ones are 10, we get 4 as a remainder. So the value of R has turned out to be 4. F will be re-initialized to 1 again. While R greater than 0, F is equal to F into R. R minus minus is that same factorial logic again to calculate the factorial of 4, which will be calculated as 24, which I have shown you here. After taking 24, this 24 will be added to the previous value of S. The previous value of S was 120. 24 will be added to it to get you 144. Okay. Then after that, n is equal to n divided by 10. We'll take the quotient which is 1. So the value of n here becomes 1. 1 is greater than 0, 1 mod 10. If you try to divide 1 by the number 10, 1 doesn't come in the table of 10. So the number which does not come in the table of 10 will become the remainder itself. So the value of R has become 1. Again, F will be re-initialized to 1. While R greater than 0, F is equal to F into R. R minus minus will calculate the factorial of 1 as 1 only. S, which was 144, will add 1 to itself in order to get 145. N is equal to n divided by 10. We'll go at the top to take the quotient and we'll find no quotient. So the value of n has become 0. 0 greater than 0 is a false condition and your loop finishes. At the end, we have to check whether the sum is equal to the original number. So S will be compared with Y, which is having the original copy of n. So if S is equal to Y, we can write with system.out.println. It is a special number. Sometimes in some schools, special number is also said to be a Capricorn number. It is the same. Capricorn. You just have to look at the logic what the program says. No matter what the name of the number is, just have a look at the logic and try to apply whatever you have learned, like calculating the factorial. And you do not have to just be confused, because within while you can use as many whiles as you want. Now here we have used one more while within the outer while in order to calculate the factorial of the number. So if you like this video, you can press on the like button. We will come up with more videos.